So hey guys, today we're going to be building a deck using the splashable kind of Dragon Master Magia uh, engine that I made. So uh, first step, I guess, is to build it. So the primary starter that we need to really get us the Dragon Master Magia is essentially just a super heavy samurai starter card. So depending on how committed you are, I guess we can get more or less guys, but essentially I think what we need was this, so we want a super heavy samurai scarecrow, we need motorbike, soul piercer, and then we'll want a soul peacemaker, one copy of the soul horns, scales. I believe you run 2 copies of Big Benkei because if you open one, you're kind of screwed, but if you open, well, I mean, if you have two, you're not that likely to open both. It's apparently like a 1% chance or something for that to happen, so it will simply not happen, I guess. And then we have Super Heavy Samurai Prodigy Wakushi. And then we need at least 1 copy of Wagon, but Wagon is also, I believe, a starter, so I don't recall how this works exactly. Let's see. Can we actually start with Wagon? I think for this particular combo, it's maybe. There's a small chance we can't. I'm not like 100% certain either way. But doesn't that mean we just search something else off of one of the other guys? Maybe. I would have to walk through the line. Yeah. So this is everything we need for the super heavy samurai cards. And yeah, that we have 6, 7-ish starters here. I'm not 100% sure if we can use Soul Piercer or not to start the combo, but Soul Piercer is definitely important. Anyway, next we need the extra deck card, so we'll grab the Verte, Magia. Then we need as well Polymerization, Hex Sealed Fusion. Specifically, we're going with a dark one because I feel like it, but realistically, you can use any of the 3, I guess, depending on which one may or may not suit your deck best. I guess if we want to play around Bestials a little bit, let's see. These guys are all Earth. This is dark, but doesn't really go to the graveyard. Okay. So if we want to play around Bestials, I guess we could just not play the dark one, but it doesn't really matter, I think, right? Yeah, we can't ever, like, fully play around Bestials, so it's fine, whatever. So, after this, we're going to grab, we're going to grab Illusion of Chaos, and we're going to grab 2 of these bad boys, and then we want a Magician Souls. So let's grab souls over here, and we'll only need 1 soul, and then we need as well Puzzlemino, the drop and deleter, Tetris reference, and then I think it was something like this. No, wait, Stardust Excel, right? So, Stardust, XL, Synchro Dragon. Let's dismantle that real quick. Yeah. That should be most of the extra deck done. I believe we're still missing, yeah, we're missing 2 more guys, I guess, right? So we need Gallant Granite, Herald of the Arclight. So essentially what this combo is just going to do, and I'll put it in the description. I guess I'll put a link in the description to this combo, but essentially what the combo does is we're going to make Herald of the Arclight and we're also going to use that same Herald of the Arclight to then make Gallant Granite. So when we detach this Herald of the Arclight, this will allow us to add Illusion of Chaos, and then Gallant Granite is going to add us a Hexield Fusion, and then we should be able to just simply make Verte, and then Verte will make us a copy of Dragon Master Magia via polymerization. So that's the basic idea of this combo here, more or less. There are a lot of adjustments you can make to this engine to make it a little bit more, well, give yourself some more options, I guess. So one of the things we could do is we could throw in a second rank for it to make, like a solid one would be Dugaris, in case we already opened the Dark Hexield Fusion. If we wanted to make another rank 4 anyways, we could always just link off the Heralds of the Arclight straight up for like a Verte or something as well, and then do something else with it. But, you know, whatever works, doesn't really matter that much. Okay. So one of the things we don't do in this combo, however, is Pendulum Summon, and we will always end up having the scales here being set for this combo, I believe. So Super Heavy Samurai Monk, Big Benkei, and then we have Super Heavy Samurai Prodigy Wakyuchi. And I believe there are no garnets in this deck, like no hard garnets, which is pretty solid. So as long as we open a starter, we should be able to get into Dragon Master Magia before we start considering interaction, I guess, from our opponent, like Ash Blossoms and such. But yeah, we should be pretty solid to do whatever. And there are some other ideas, like for example, we will have like probably Puzzle Amino on the field, so we could also, I guess, use Puzzle Amino for different things. Like we could use Puzzle Amino for a Sprite Elf. We could use Puzzle Amino for let's see. We could use Puzzle Amino for like an Apollosa. This is half of an Apollosa after all, so not a bad idea. And we have the scales of 1 to 1 and 8 here, so that allows us to Pendulum Summon levels 2 to 7. So if we really wanted to, we could technically Pendulum Summon Vishtira monsters, despite that being kind of pointless for many reasons, but we could. Or for level 2, we could Pendulum Summon like Sprite cards, I guess. Or we could Pendulum Summon Exo Sisters, just whatever we want. So we have 9 extra deck slots, so here I'll just make an example full build with this engine. So if we were playing Punk, for example, what we can do is we can throw in all of our lovely Punksters here, and it's pretty nice if we run Punk, because there are a lot of monsters in Punk, so we have a lot of potential like discard fodder and stuff we can put back and whatnot, so that is pretty cool. But yeah, we'll grab just the full Punk package essentially. And one of the good things about this is if we open like too many Punk cards and we open something we would have rather searched, we're always going to be doing the combo for the super heavy samurai stuff to bring out Dragon Master Magia first. So we'll always be able to get the searches that we want to do, right? If that makes sense. So if we, for example, opened like Nashiwari Surprise and Gabu, then we can use Illusion of Chaos to put back one of them, and then search off of Madame Spider, and this also serves as like paying the cost for the Illusion of Chaos, so Illusion of Chaos is actually a pretty good card in general, you know, so we're just vibing. And then boom boom, put in all of these guys, and let's do like Psychic and Punisher, and we still have room for a lot of generics, so Psychic and Punisher, Apollosa, SP, I guess we'll throw in some hand traps as well, so Ash Blossom, and I don't really want to play Imperm here, so we just would probably put in Effect Veiler instead. if we're going to be running like some kind of hand trap, I mean, it is what it is, but for the most part, we should be fine. Actually, can we even run called by then? Maybe not actually. Our opponent will probably play around the Gamma as well, so is there a play we have against, specifically Maxi? If we could banish, like, our spell traps in our graveyard, maybe we have a play here, but Cold Fly in general is a good card, so I guess we'll just keep it for now. Couldn't be an issue, but okay. Let's see what else we got here. To put into the extra deck, I guess we could just finish up with like a Zeus. And this. We could throw in like whatever rank for you we feel like, but for today I'm feeling like Rake Sword, so Rake Sword it is. So let's do a quick hand test, and we have combo. So here we open 2 copies of Wakushi, and we have Foxy Tune. So here we don't even need to pen summon our punk cards, but yeah, this will for sure be combo. And if we want to protect like the stuff, we can start with Foxy Tune, try to get draws off of Extreme Session, and I believe it's okay to open like all of these cards because we can still like grab our extra Wakuchis for like discard fodder, or our motorbikes for also discard fodder later. So that's just vibing. And then this is combo as well, so the only thing we have to keep in mind for our combo is that the Illusion of Chaos, this card here, is going to need to put back 1 card if we want to grab Magician Souls. And we don't have to do this, because we're going to end up making the Dragon Minister Magia as the last thing we do in our turn, because Verte is going to lock us out of summoning. And this prevents us from specifically special summoning for the rest of this turn. So, in this case, we can do the full combo with just the motorbike, and then in our hand we should have like Hexial Fusion, Illusion of Chaos, then we can do our Punk full combo, which will draw us like 2 cards, and in this case, called by Ash Blossom Joe Spring. Pretty solid, not much we can do against Max C here, unless we want to attempt to play Gamma, but you know, some days you just have to do your best with what you're given, I guess. And here we're going to be ending on essentially, I believe we should be able to make Apollosa with this hand. So we have Ogre Dance, Foxy Tune. So I believe the play is to do the full combo here, and then we can draw 2. And our draws are going to be better quality if we start with the super heavy samurai stuff. It'll get some of our weird one-offs out of the deck so we don't draw them, like the Wagon, Soul Horns, Soul Peacemakers, so we have our odds of drawing like hand traps and stuff. So let's see. So we get to pick either Gabu or Nashiwari Surprise here. So let's assume we get Gabu. So that is 1 monster negate. Then we have bounce, like, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Bounce 4. So that's our second piece of it. Second interaction here. And then with the Puzzle Amino drop and deleter, I think we should have enough bodies. So we'll just real quickly calculate this out. So Xiamen gets summoned, so we should have only the Ogre Dance left in hand, I believe, but we can also increase the quality of our like draws further. We can do Ogre Dance to add Xiamen, so we don't draw into another Xiamen. Well, our odds of drawing into another Xiamen, they're going to be much lower. And then Sharkusai, Wagon, Madame Spider, we'll go through all those as well. Okay, so either way, Sharkusai is going to fuse using one of our punk cards in hand and itself, so we'll still have the Xiamen left, and we're not going to play Emergency Teleport, are we? I mean, we technically can, I think. It's just preference, but okay, we're going to also have, so we're going to have Xiamen search. Oh, wait, we can't do that way, so instead we have to start with Foxy Tune and then grab Shirakusai. Do we have anything extra? Like any extra cards? I don't think we do with this hand. So okay, we just probably send one of these guys. And then Shirakusai is going to special summon our fusion. Our fusion is going to summon Wagon. And alongside Wagon we should summon. Okay, so we don't get the trap in this hand. Think, because we don't have a normal summon. Okay, so wait, do we? Oh no, wait, we can pen summon. No, yeah, it's fine. So wait, we can do Ogre Dance, pen summon the Xiamen, and then we can grab a different card. So here, in this case, we'd grab another like Ogre Dance or Foxy Tune. And then we can pen summon the Sharik. Or pen summon? No, special summon with Foxy Tune, the Shirakusai, and then Shirakusai effect using the two guys in the hand, and then we'll still have Shirakusai Xiamen, right? Okay. So we do have enough materials to make Apollosa, also summon Madame Spider, get our 2 draws, and field spell everything. And our life points will be a bit low if we're playing with Punk in particular, because we're already lowering our life points a bit with Ferte, so I don't know exactly how much we lower by, but we do at least still have life points, so that is something that is definitely a true statement. So I think you probably should summon all your Punk cards in defense if possible. But that aside, our endboard should consist of Apollosa, Verte, and then I believe Shirakusai, Punk Jam Dragon Drive, Gabu, and then potentially Nashori Surprise, depending on which one you picked, I guess, out of these two. And then in this case, we also have like 2 copies of Called By and Ash Blossom Joy Spring. So bounce 4, negate 3 different monster effects, and also just negate spell, negate trap, and negate monster with Magia as well. And Magia is what type of negate exactly? Negate destroy. Okay. So, well, for essentially what is more or less a 2-card combo, that will have 1 discard at least, and then the Punk Engine specifically will get us our draw back. Well, it will draw us like cards, and then we put back a card we don't really care about for souls, and Illusion of Chaos, right? So that works. That'll end up working pretty well, I think. And with souls here in particular, we can actually get a draw as well if we send the field spell, which we will always have access to if we are doing this Punk combo, right? So we're actually overall going to be drawing 3 cards. And let's see what the card is after that. Nope. We've went through that. We could technically draw a Wakiushi. So, yeah. It seems this will work out pretty well. If we wanted to, instead, we could probably play as Suravis if we wanted as well. Instead of 2 Illusions of Chaos, actually. I think I might like that more, honestly. But we don't have a spellcaster to send off of Magician Souls if we only run 1 Illusion of Chaos. I believe that's why I put 2 in here. And Magician Souls guarantees our ability to essentially go into the Verte. Although we could technically use Puzzle Amino for it, I guess, but bodies are bodies, I guess. So that's just one way we can do it. If we wanted to, there's probably numerous 1-card starters and stuff that we could just pen summon out. So actually, now that I think about it, Ice Barrier, I'm not sure how much extra deck you need for Ice Barrier, but if we want to run Ice Barrier with this Magia, we could do pen summon Mirror Mage of, ice barrier or whatever. And there's actually a decent amount of ice barrier starters now. So we have Medallion of the Ice Barrier. We have this, right? I believe this is a 1-card combo as well. Exa, Spirit of the Ice Barrier. I'm not sure exactly what these combos do, but whatever. And this is tribute one other effect monster, and then if this card is sent to the graveyard, so you could link this off if you put it onto the field, and then we could summon it back with like a Sprite Alpha as well, which we could definitely make because we would have Puzzlemino on the field. So Puzzlemino plus Mirror Mage of the Ice Barrier would work, I guess, if you wanted, or we could use Magician Souls even. So that's like an idea. And then I don't remember the name of the starter. There's like some ice barrier that sends ice barriers or something. Then it ice barrier locks you for the rest of the turn, so maybe that's not actually usable. And then this locks you into water synchro actually, so maybe not playable actually. This is in fact a light fusion, so but I mean there's most definitely a lot of like monsters between the levels of 2 to 7 that we can pendulum summon out after we do our like Dragon Master Magia combo, which is a 1-card combo already, so you guys can probably figure something out. The only thing you have to be a little bit careful of course, is the fact that you have to be careful not to put any spells or traps into your graveyard before we finish resolving our super heavy samurai cards, I guess. So that's why Called By is a little bit iffy, but I mean, it is what it is. Your opponent only has like somewhere between like well, wait, yeah, they only have like a 30% chance to have open maxi, so 70% of our games that we are going first, we are absolutely chilling. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.